Holland now joining in, CEO of Avendus Capital. Andrew, very good morning to you. What's going on? Why do you think this pain point in the markets today?
Well, I think the reasons are twofold. One is you've highlighted the fact that the earnings season, whilst it's upon us, there's no big expectations. If anything, downgrades are more likely. Whilst TCS results were kind of slightly below expectations, there's no increase in earnings, even though there's more optimism in the commentary. So I don't think that bodes well for the rest of the sectors going forward. So I would think that we're going to see another 3 to 5% downgrades in earnings across the board, which is probably what the market's trying to price in ahead of those results. So that's the factors that there's no catalyst for this market, given the earnings downgrades that are coming, and also the fact that the economy is slowing quite quickly. Even though the forecast is 6.4%, we think it's going to be near to 6% growth, which doesn't bode well as you go into the final quarter of the year.
Andrew, when you talk about a 3 to 4% kind of an earnings downgrade that the markets are looking at, how do you tie that in with what is expected with regards to government spending? And do you think the earnings that were probably expected to slightly pick up or see a recovery on the back of government spends will then get delayed, say, to the second half of FY26 then?
Yeah, you see, the government spending has been something, they've kept the purse is kind of closed for the moment, and until that starts to result in new contracts, then it doesn't have the market or the multiplier effect going into 25, 26. So until we start to see that, then earnings. And when I talk about 3 to 5%, I'm only talking about this earnings season. If there's no government spending, by the time we get to March, then you'll probably see another whole host of downgrades as well. So that's where we are. So I'm only expecting in 25, 26, at this point, earnings growth of 5 to 10%. Unless to be more optimistic, say it's 10%. But that's before anything happens with President-elect Trump and the policies that he may or may not bring in, to kind of change that equation too.
Buy anything right now? Andrew, I'm wondering if this is a stock pickers market, if this is an opportunity to increase positions, or this is a stay away and look at, and wait and watch and see what happens market.
I think we spoke before the new year started. I said sitting on cash as a strategy ahead of President Trump coming in was probably a good strategy, and I think that remains. Let's just see what happens. I don't think there's any point in taking a big call on what policies he might or may not bring in. So I think just sitting on the sidelines is not a bad strategy at the moment.